Hi, let's look at how to schedule a virtual event in ConexED. After logging in, navigate to the Schedule and View Meetings button on the left navigation menu. Click to open the page. This is where you can schedule event meetings as well as office meetings. Let's close out that left navigation menu now. Okay, notice we are on the Office Meetings page. Click Event Meeting to toggle to the Event Meeting page. This page has 4 tabs, and it opens to the one we need, Schedule Event Meeting. Scheduling the meeting involves filling out the form fields on this page, beginning with the date. Select the date of the event, and then next you'll see the time zone. Select the city closest to yours if yours isn't on the list. Next, select the start time for your event. Scroll down for the PM times. The end time will auto-set to your default appointment time slot length, so set the end time too if needed. I want a 1-hour event here. Virtual workshops and events sync with the moderator's virtual event space and schedule, but they also appear on the moderator's associated group's calendar and registration page. So next you'll want to select the appropriate group for the event. With the group selected, you'll next see the group's reason codes. Select the one that is appropriate for your event. Another option that appears when you associate a group with the meeting is the moderator selection. You can create a meeting for another member of your same group, or you can be the moderator. When you select a moderator here, the meeting becomes theirs. It shows up on their Schedule and View Meetings page, and they must be the one to start the meeting. In this example, I am the moderator. For a virtual meeting, select Online as the meeting type. This will sync the meeting with the moderator's virtual event space. Next, fill in the meeting topic. This will also be the event title on the group's event registration page. The meeting description will also appear on this group registration page. Here is an example of that page. The page shows the title, the event details and description, and there's a Register Now button for guests and students to self-register. There's also an option to set a weekly occurrence pattern. Maybe you want to hold the same workshop multiple times. First, select the day or days you want to schedule the workshop to repeat, and then select the date for the first event. This will likely be the same date you originally selected for the event. Type in the date or use the calendar widget. Next, select the end date for this event series. In this next section, you can invite meeting attendees. This is an optional step, but useful if you have specific people to invite and do not need them to complete a registration form. Note that this is a recurring event, so anyone you invite here will be invited to each occurrence of this event. You can invite up to 100 guests. Guests or attendees do not have audio or video in the event space unless they are promoted to be a facilitator once inside the event. To manually add an attendee, type the first 3 letters of their name to start seeing results appear. These attendees already have accounts in ConexED. Select your attendees from the results. If you use Canvas and have integrated your Canvas classroom with ConexED, you can also import your course roster here. This next area is where you limit the number of guests. And the last step is to add your registration form. And you can add this later if you haven't created one yet. Now you are ready to add this event to your calendar. Click Create Meeting. The meeting is now being saved, and you will then be redirected to the group calendar. Use the calendar tools to navigate to the day of your event, and you will see it on your schedule if you were set as the moderator. Next, go back to the Schedule and View Meetings page, and here, if you're the moderator, on the My Events tab, you'll see the event or series of events you just scheduled. Thank you for scheduling your virtual events with ConexED.